Hello guys, my name is OC Blue and you're welcome back to my channel. So on this video today, I'll be talking to you guys about dealing with stage fright as a public speaker. So if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly do so. Click on the red subscribe button, turn on post notification bell. Feel free to share and like this video and help somebody else watch this video and know how to go about stage fright as a public speaker. So the first rule in conquering stage fright as a public speaker is knowing your topic. By knowing your topic, the better you understand what you're talking about, and you have to care about your topic. It actually helps so that when you get lost while speaking and maybe you get off track or you forget what you're talking about, it is possible for you to be able to retrace what you were talking about and find your thoughts. Like in case you get off track, like your train of thoughts goes off track with what you were saying, it helps a very long way in public speaking. And also knowing your topic also means prepare your mind for the questions that you might be asked after you have made your public speaking speech. It is also a very good way of dealing with stage fright as a public speaker, because you don't want to be found in a situation where after you finish doing your public speaking and you're being asked critical questions you are unable to answer. It makes you look like you are a little bit incompetent, or you are not responsible enough to issue or speak publicly to people. So the first step in dealing with public speaking, stage fright as a public speaker, is know your topic. That is the first step. Now, the second step that you should follow in dealing with stage fright as a public speaker is be organized. Okay, the more organized you are, the less nervous you will be. Like, get your audio sets on point. If you're going to be making a presentation, get your visuals on point, get your props on point, everything intact. The less nervous you will be. And like when you are that organized, when you're that organized on your own part, you understand, you know that, okay, this is how I'm going to execute this public speaking I'm about to do. Yes, and you also have to use an outline if you have to, so that it also helps you stay on track and you don't deviate from whatever it is you are talking. If possible, you should even get to the venue earlier, maybe a day before or maybe earlier in the day, so you can be able to review the kind of equipment that you'll be making use of in doing your public speaking on that podium or on that stage. Yes. Third way of overcoming stage fright is by practicing. You understand? You practice, you just have to practice. You have to complete your presentation several times. Like, you have to do your presentation in front of people you are comfortable with and ask them for their feedback. You have to practice with people that you are less familiar with also, because when you practice with people that you are familiar with, they might not give you their honest opinion because they probably don't want to hurt your feelings. But when you practice with people that you are less familiar with, they are likely to give you an honest opinion and an honest feedback. And yes, you can also go ahead to make a video, record yourself, so that later you can watch yourself and see where your strengths lie and where your weaknesses are, and you can actually work on them both, or capitalize on your strength in overcoming stage fright as a public speaker. Fourth way to deal with stage fright as a public speaker is challenge specific worries. The more you're worried, you are more likely to overestimate the negative outcome of something. Challenge those specific worries. Now, one major worry that public speakers tend to face is being heckled. by the audience. And what do I mean by heckle? You're making a public speech, you're saying something very serious, and then a heckler from the crowd says something very nasty at you. How do you absorb it? Is that your worst fear, or probably being told get out of the stage or off your mic, all those kind of things, So it is best for you to actually challenge those specific worries and know what your own fear is all about, what is giving you that agitation, what's making you fear, have that stage fright to perform. So as soon as you identify with this, it can also go a long way in helping you overcome your stage fright as a public. So the fifth step on overcoming stage fright as a public speaker is visualize your success. The more you think about positivity, the more likely it will go positively in your own favor. So visualize your success even before you proceed or before you commence with your public speaking. Do not let negative thoughts of being afraid to go on stage cloud your mind. You understand? It will kill your spirit. So it's best for you to visualize your success first. Do some deep breathing. Yes, find time to breathe in while you are on stage and even before you get on stage. This can be very helpful because it helps you, like, before you get on the podium or during your speech, take very deep breaths. Take very, very, very deep breaths. It will help, open up your chest and gives you some kind of confidence that you need in taking that walk and making that speech, and also overcoming stage fright as a public speaker. Then the next step that you should also follow in overcoming stage fright as a public speaker is focusing on your material. Yes, when you focus on your material, you worry less about whatever the audience or the people that you are going to talk to might be feeling. The thing is for your own material to be intact. You get? So when your material is intact, you notice that you are not as nervous as you are supposed to be, because on your own side you have it locked down, you have it locked under lock and key, you have it hooked, so you don't get nervous for any reason if you focus on your own material, because at the end of the day it's your own preparedness that determines how the audience are going to receive whatever it is you want to share to them. One step to follow in overcoming stage fright as a public speaker is do not fear a moment of silence. Okay? And by moment of silence, what exactly do I mean? Like, you are having a speech, you are giving a speech, and then you kind of like, maybe you see that pause I just took. That is a moment of silence. That's a perfect example. That pause is either I'm trying to catch my breath or catch up with my train of thought, or allow whatever it is that I have just said sink into the minds of the audience and the listeners. So don't be afraid of a moment of silence, because let's assume you've been talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. At least you have to take some pauses, some breaks and everything, just to allow each thing or everything that you have said to sink into the minds of your listener. Step of overcoming stage fright as a public speaker is recognizing your success. Yes, after your speech, give yourself a pat on your back. Encourage yourself as well, telling yourself you have done well. The chances are you are likely to be your biggest critic, much more than the audience. The audience might actually enjoy your speech or your speaking, or you might not be satisfied with yourself, always try to encourage yourself, give yourself a pat on the back, and if necessary, also ask people how your speech was and how, just hear their opinions, and you are going to definitely improve. You understand? And do not focus on your weaknesses in anything you do. I always say this thing, always focus on your strength. It doesn't mean you should ignore your weaknesses, but do not focus on your weaknesses, because those your weaknesses actually have a way of giving you this negative effect and negative vibes. So when you are done making a speech, recognize your success. And then after recognizing your success, you have to get support. You understand? You have to get support. And by support, what do I mean? You could actually join a group of people who do public speaking. Yes, so they can carry you along and you can learn the ropes of public speaking. If you suffer stage fright as a public speaker, it goes a long way. Just join a group, like a support group. It helps also. So then another bonus point that I should leave is, if you can't overcome your fear with practice alone, consider seeking professional help. By professional help, I mean like seeing a doctor, and your doctor might prescribe a calming medication that you can take before public speaking, before going on stage. And when you are given this medication, it is advisable for you to try it maybe a day before the day of your public speaking, so that you can understand the effect of this medication. So you don't take it on that day and then you do not understand the effects of this medication. And this bonus one is exclusively for people who have anxiety issues, you understand, and seek professional or medical help. So it is best for you to take that drug or that pill a day before the day of your public speaking, so you can understand the effect it has on you, in case it's going to make you feel drowsy, in case it's going to make your speech slow, or so you know that, okay, this is this and this is this. You understand? I want you to also know that nervousness and anxiety is normal. Like, it is very normal in our everyday activities, in our everyday life, and public speaking is no exception. So in case you suffer stage fright as a public speaker, just go through these few steps I have dished out, and follow them through and see how it helps you. And you can also feel free to share this video to people that you know that might be suffering stage fright as public speakers. Yes, and I'll also be making a video on some ways to overcome stage fright as an artist, as a musician, because it is two different kinds of stage fright. The stage fright that a public speaker goes through and the stage fright that a musician goes through are two different kinds of stage fright, so you should not mistake it. So just feel free to share this video and help somebody else that you know watch it. As you all know, my name is OC Blue, and I aim to actually educate, motivate people that watch my channel. And when I say educate, I could be teaching you on negative stuff so you can use it in a positive way, and motivating your mind and your spirit, taking you to a different level and making you understand and see things for how they are, and offer the best solutions for you as well. And I post about anything and any subject matter that I find interesting to talk about. So feel free once again to subscribe to my channel and click on the post notification bell so you can get updated on all my video content as soon as I upload. So from this side, I hope I've been able to help you guys conquer your stage fright as public speakers. So with that being said, remain blessed. I love you all. Peace.